The 14th Dalai Lama, Tenzin Gyatso, born Lamo Thondup on 6 July 1935, is the highest spiritual leader and head of Tibetan Buddhism. He served as the resident spiritual and temporal leader of Tibet before 1959 and subsequently led the Tibetan government in exile represented by the Central Tibetan Administration in Dharamsala, India. A fundamental belief in Tibetan Buddhism and the institution of the Dalai Lama is that the reincarnated person is a living bodhisattva, specifically an emanation of Avalokitesvara or Chenrezig, the bodhisattva of compassion. The Mongolic word Dalai means ocean, and devotees, as well as much of the Western world, often call him His Holiness the Dalai Lama. He is the leader and a monk of the newest Gelug school of Tibetan Buddhism. Born into a farming family in Taksar, Amdo, at the time a Chinese frontier district, the 14th Dalai Lama was selected as the Tulku of the 13th Dalai Lama in 1937 and formally recognized as the 14th Dalai Lama in 1939. Following the Battle of Chamdo, which resulted in the annexation of central Tibet by PRC forces, the Tibetan government, the Ganden Phadring, invested the Dalai Lama with temporal duties on 17 November 1950, which he held until his exile in 1959. During the 1959 Tibetan uprising, the Dalai Lama escaped to India, where he continues to live today. On 29 April 1959, the Dalai Lama established the independent Tibetan government in exile in the North Indian hill station of Mussoorie, which then moved in May 1960 to Dharamshala, where he resides. He retired as political head in 2011, making way for a democratic government, the Central Tibetan Administration, to take over. The Dalai Lama advocates for the welfare of Tibetans and since the early 1970s has called for the middle way approach with China to peacefully resolve